should have deform turn on. We do this to ensure that the controller don't get bind to geometry. Let's bind it first. First we will select, go to object mode, select geometry and then bone and control P and click on with automatic weights. Go pose mode. Skin it, but skinning is not good. Okay, now we will fix this skin. How? So we will go to object mode, we'll select bone and then geometry and go to weight bend. Okay, and click on data object property C. These are the bone. Okay, this thing came, we can remove that one. So okay, we have to remove this one also. So this one, skinning, thigh skinning, ankle, toe. Okay, so what is the meaning of these color? Red means weight is 1 and this blue color represent there is no weight here of this joint. Okay, if we want to see the skin weight of an individual bone, we can select the bone while holding Alt and it will show us the weights of that bone. We can also select the bone directly from the list to view its weight. Now we understand the brush. First, this is the brush where this is the weight. Okay, so we can reduce weight, and this is the radius of this cursor. See, so we can manage reducing that thing, increasing and reducing the value. In Maya we say the opacity, right? It's similar to opacity. Okay, and this is the weight. Okay, now this is blur. Blur, that means we can smooth it. In Maya there is a tool, smooth tool, but in Blender we have blur tool. Okay, blur brush. Before going to start scanning, click on that tool. See, there are many type of tools, so click on that thing, average, and always keep that thing on, symmetry on. Why? Because there is no other way in Blender you can mirror the skin weight, so we have to keep this thing on. In Maya we can mirror skinning, but in Blender we can't, because there is no option in Blender for mirror skinning. That's why we will keep this thing on. First, before starting skinning, we have to click on auto normalize. Okay, so let's understand. If you worked in Maya, then let's understand what is auto normalize. When this auto normalizing unchecked, that means skinning is in post mode. If you relate to Maya, in Maya post and interactive, if we check that thing on, that means it's interactive, and we are going to off the thing, it will be post. When we are going to rotate it, and then let's see. Let's suppose this is red. Okay, that means the weight of this bone is 1. Weight of this bone is 0. When I keep this thing off, let's see what's happening. We have click on that draw. Okay, so we will get that thing also. I only use add and subtract. Okay, subtract and add. Let's add. Let's understand the auto normalize. This is 0. This is 1. If I am going to add weight, see, if I add this weight 1, this weight supposed to be 0, but it's not because of this thing. When we keep auto normalize turned on, the skin weight do not stay properly distributed. Skin weight should always remain between 0 to 1. Okay. When we keep auto normalize turn off, the skin weights don't stay properly distributed. Skin weight should always remain between 0 to 1. So that's why we keep that thing on. I mean normalize on. Now see, if I am going to reduce, if I am going to add weight here, if you see this thing, the color will change. See, understood? That means the weight of this bone is 1. The weight of this bone becomes 0 automatically. Okay, it is very important to keep the joint growth block. Okay, otherwise the weight of any bone can be transferred to another bone. When we will increase that increase weight in this bone, the weight of this bone will reduce automatically. Okay, let's see. Should be auto normal. This should be on. Always keep in mind, mirror should be on. You can see it's left side, so we don't need to keep that thing on. But when we start working on that whole character, then this option should be on. Reduce this, we'll have to go to that way, mix and subtract. Okay, I will do subtract this weight. So when we reduce this weight here, what you see now, see, color is getting changed. subtract weight from this bone, the weight will transfer to this bone. Let's see. Subtract. See. basic method of doing skin.